Alam mo bang dito sa Eagle Game, talaga namang lilipad ka sa mga big prizes na hatid ng app na ito. At maliban dyan, madali lamang mag-register at mag-cash in dito. Kaya naman wag nang magdalawang isip pa at mag-download na.
Kai Soto some way somehow went undrafted. To me, it's actually unreal. Like, to me, it's very unreal that not a single team. Maybe I guess I can rationalize why you wouldn't draft him or why a team wouldn't want to draft him. Just if they're, I don't know, if they're scared, if they're just lame, whatever the case may be. But I cannot believe that we are like 10 days away from the start of Summer League and Kai Soto has not been signed. Undrafted free agents to fill out your Summer League team, hoping you can kind of see like, all right, do we need camp bodies? If you don't need camp bodies, you know, we want to take some risks on some of these players because they're not really risks. Like, there's literally no risk. You're signing them to a Summer League contract. If they do well and they show like signs of star potential or even just rotational help, that's what it's all about. Because you want to get your young players, you want to get your rookies playing, you want to get your young second-year guys into Summer League, and then you also want to take some chances. So I'm thinking to myself, bro, it's almost June, or it's almost July, and Kai Soto hasn't been picked up. So if I am Bob Myers, the GM of the Golden State Warriors, I would have already signed Kai Soto by now. I would have already signed Kai Soto by now. I made a video about him going to the Lakers for long-term help. I think Golden State and Toronto are the two teams where Kai Soto makes too much sense. Here's a little background on Kai. Last season in the NBL, the National Basketball League of Australia, he played like 14 minutes a night. They didn't draw any plays for him. I don't know if it was because they want to keep him low-key and they didn't want him to get drafted, and now they're smiling, thinking plans coming to fruition. We got another year. Because he does have another year left on his 36ers contract, which is the team he plays for the NBL, the Australian Basketball League. So, you know, maybe they're thinking we don't want people to know about him, or maybe they're just genuinely thinking it's not a skill thing. I guarantee you it's not a skill thing, because he was putting up 10 points, 6 rebounds, almost a block on almost 40% shooting in like 14 minutes. So it's not a skill thing. Maybe it was a strength thing. Maybe it was just they're playing the long run. I don't know why he didn't get much playing time on the 36ers. I have some speculation that I've mentioned in some of my other videos, but I think it's BS. I think, if you ask me, I think that they just genuinely didn't want him to go off and turn into one of the top prospects, because at 7'3", a rim protector, a guy who can finish with both hands, a guy who can stretch the floor. Like, you get almost everything with Kai Soto. You get his parents. His dad played in the Philippine Basketball Association. His uncle was a top G in the PBA, so comes from a basketball background. Kid's got it all, except for strength. I think strength's the only thing Kai Soto lacks. And the good thing is, he's young as hell, bro. He's gonna gain weight. He's going to get bigger. Like, he's going to get bigger from today to next month. He's young. That's how this shit works. So the reason I'm making this video on my Warriors account is because Golden State and Toronto are the two teams, in my opinion, that have gotten player development and player progression down to a science. You'll see somebody get drafted to, like, Toronto not being a three-point shooter, and first game of the season they're making threes left and right. You'll get the same thing from Golden State. You'll get a guy who, you know, like Jordan Poole, for example, a guy who was in the G League 1 season ago. Jordan Poole, 1 year ago, I wouldn't say Jordan Poole was looking like a bust, because he was selected, what was it, pick number 29 in the first round. So it's not like you're a top 3 pick and you have these unrealistic expectations. But Jordan Poole's NBA career wasn't panning out the way he was anticipating it was. So what happens? Well, they throw him down in the G League. He's there for a little bit, and he comes back and he starts absolutely feasting. And this season, we saw Jordan Poole completely break out and actually have a legitimate impact in the finals and throughout the duration of the season. And now Jordan Poole is a NBA starter who, I think the rumor is that he wants a max extension. Well, I want a max extension. Who doesn't want a max extension? There's not a single soul who doesn't want a max extension. Is he going to get one? I think it's a little too early to say. I would say no. I think one day he has the possibility to be worth the max, but at this current point, I think that's pretty risky for a team like Golden State. But my point being is this: you have guys who went from the G League to winning the NBA Finals and providing like 30 minutes of contribution a night in one season. So Steve Kerr, it's just top to bottom. Bob Myers all the way down to whoever would be like the top management or the lowest high management. If you understand what I'm saying, props to you, because I'm all over the place right now. But you get what I'm saying. Their coaches, their management, the scouting, everything about Golden State with young players and young prospects, they got that shit on lock, dude. They got it on lock. So I think Kai Soto to Golden State would be in their best interest, you know, because you already have Kuminga, you already have Wiseman, you have Moses Moody, you have Jordan Poole. Like there's all this young talent, and I know Golden State just won the NBA Finals, but Kai Soto's a guy where you can get him and you don't even have, like, he could just be in the G League all year, just learning kind of not NBA speed, but, you know, getting acclimated to the pace of play and to the speed, as opposed to Australia, the NBL. I think this makes so much sense. Some people don't think Kai Soto's good. I like literally watch it. I say go watch a Kai Soto video, get back to me, and I really think you would have a completely different opinion on Kai Soto, because I think most of the time when I see Kai Soto slander, they didn't know Kai Soto won like 1 week ago. Like they've never seen Kai Soto play. And I'm not trying to rag on these cats. I'm just saying, like, every Kai Soto video I make, they're like, this guy is garbage. It's like, are we watching the same thing? Like, what are you watching? I don't think you're watching much. So